I've been really lucky about the recordings all working. Dr. Jory McCarthy. I don't believe I've met you. Biggest problem is getting clients. Cool. That's what we're going over. It's a couple minutes past the hour. So I'm going to show you guys some good stuff. I'm really excited because I've been doing a lot of research, and you may think that your competition are other offliner marketers. The new format. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Brian. But your main competition, guys, are the big companies out there that have 50 to 100 salespeople, and they just call all day, and they have great sales training, and that's your competition, and they know what they're doing. So I'm going to show you a couple things of what they do, and you can always learn from people that they make a lot of money, basically. So here's a company that goes after businesses, like a lot of businesses, probably in 60 or 70 different niches, and they got it down to an art, and they got it down to a science, and they put up niche sites just like I do, locksmith sites and towing sites, and all the niches that you and I work in, they have a site out there. But it's just a site to get the lead, to get a phone call, or to get a form filled out, and then they switch them over to the big company, the company that's behind all these niche sites, and this is one of them, called Madwire Media. And here's what they do. They do everything. They just don't do lead gen. They do it all. And that's not the important thing. The important thing is that they know how to close people. They know how to bullshit, and they know how to sell. And they're really, really good at it. So I'm going to show you some stuff that they do. I'm not saying copy exactly what they do, but it will probably give you an insight to what's going on out there, because this company makes millions of dollars. And so okay, I'm going to show this to you. My son is a painting contractor, and his name is Pristine Finish Inc., and he contacted them to see if they could help his business, and this is what he got back. Move that over. Now, I want you to understand everything that's going on here. There's an awful lot going on, and I'm not telling you guys that you have to lie or be deceptive to sell somebody or make a living in internet marketing, but this is who you're up against. You're up against very big company with a lot of money and salespeople that will almost say anything to get a check and get a contract. So now look at, scroll down here. You know, what they did was because of Google, Google pay-per-click or Google AdWords, everybody knows about it. And so to sound like they were different and better and selling something else, they call Google AdWords top placement ads. Okay? Our top placement ad system is fully managed, yada, yada, yada. Okay? It's basically Google AdWords, Google pay-per-click. But, you know, the customers don't know anything. I mean, they don't know anything. You could tell them anything, and if it comes out as being truthful, they're going to believe you, and that's what these guys are good at. So they just go down here and basically rebrand everything that we do. They call it something different to make themselves sound like they're the only ones that know how to do this. Okay? Retargeting ads. Well, yeah, we all know what retargeting is. You can do it in pay-per-click. You can do it, all the ad people do it. They didn't spin that name. How about organic or SEO? They don't use that. They call it natural listing ads. Natural listing ads are like SEO, but 1,000 times better. You see what they're doing? It's SEO. It's organic ads. They just give it a different name and hype it up. They even trademark it, for God's sakes, because the clients are stupid. Then they go into, okay, you get, yeah, because they can. You're right. SMS texting, social media branding, conversion rate optimization, local listing ads. Those are just citations. No big deal. Yeah, there'll be a replay. No big deal. Click the calls. That's just code on a page that, yeah, it's nothing. Dedicated marketing executive. You got somebody, one of 100 salespeople that if you call, they might call you back the next day. Supported creative team. Well, whoop-de-doo. Now just pay attention to how they spin everything. They spin every single thing that we do and make it sound like they invented all of this. And it's for a reason. Well, most marketing agencies require a 12-month contract. Well, how do they know that? They don't know that. We only require a 6-month commitment. But you can't get out of the commitment. You have to pay their monthly fee. And I'll show you that. This is their starting point. Al Gore invented the internet. I know. $700. And then, of course, they have all the fine print that keeps them out of trouble so that when they don't do what they say they're going to do, nobody can sue them. The point is, they're selling a package. And people like to buy packages. And if you can come up with a package of your own, come up with your own names for stuff, make it sound like you're not one of the other 10 people that called on them that day. That's all this company's doing. That's it. Okay, and they have a, company behind them, and they've got testimonials, but that's it. They have salespeople that sell. They have fulfillment people that do the fulfillment. They don't get them mixed up, and they just act like nobody else knows how to do this. So I just didn't want to do it to, be negative, but I'm just saying that this is kind of what, we're up against, and we have to have at least as good a tools as they have, if not better. So I'm going to give you a couple tools tonight that I think are better that they do than what they do. Let me show you. They're called madwiremedia.com. Where's that? Mad Ducks. You and I are 10 times smarter than everybody there put together. So, but the client doesn't know that. I mean, they just go by, Okay. Here's their packages right here. If you want to see what they charge, that's how they do it. I mean, again, it's all bullshit, but they give them 3 choices. That's great. That's a good idea. Industry average. Well, who knows what the industry average is? But they only do that to make their $700 look cheap. And then their $1,000 package look cheap, and their $1,400 package look cheap. And of course, you have the fine print up here and, top placement ads. Well, what the heck's that? That's just Google AdWords, And they give it their own name and brand, and, it just looks like they're just giving you way more service than anybody else, when in fact we know they don't. So I don't know how you guys close people or get them to pay monthly fees, but this is how all these companies do it. They exaggerate what they're going to do. They make it look like they're going to work night and day for the client. Of course, they never do. It's just a pile of crap. It's a pile-on method. You're right. Become the authority in your niche, right? Can we get, yeah, you can have a copy of any of this stuff. I'll put it in, well, I'll put it someplace. They make themselves sound unique, that they can work at a level. Yeah. Yeah, I can give you these PDFs, and it's it's worth looking at. I mean, they just do all the right things, sales wise. So I just wanted to show that to you guys, and here's what I'm doing. Okay. Now, as you know, I work in the 12 niches, more emergency niches, and I use a lot of pay-per-click, but I am going to start doing more like this company does. Include the pay-per-click and the lead gen in a big package and sell the package, even though I know the most important thing is getting them new clients, which is what I'm good at and what you guys are good at. And that's where we have it up on these companies. We can actually get them clients. They can't, but they have a much better marketing sales funnel than we do. You know, they're just better at it because that's all they do is work on their sales funnel. So I've created my own sales funnel. Okay? And here it is. Okay, now these are, you know, one of the niches I work in. This is urgent care marketing. And so this is my layout for getting clients. It's not what I would use to get phone calls, but when I want to get a new client in any niche, I send out specific emails to scraped lists, and I have tens of thousands of scraped lists. I'm able to send that out through a certain autoresponder lead outcome. I get them excited because I tell them they're going to get a few free customers, and then they land on this page. So when they land on this page, they're going to hear this video. Now, I don't know if you can hear the video, but we'll try. I'll turn it up. Let's take a gander. It'll be recorded so you'll see it, but here it is.
Are you tired of spending money on marketing and advertising and getting nothing in return? Are you happy with the amount of new clients you receive each month from your website? Do you want to double your income in the next 90 days? Imagine what partnering with a 20-year lead generation expert in a top marketing agency would be like. Can you and your family afford to miss out on this life-changing opportunity? Just fill in the simple form to your right and get all your questions answered. We are local marketing experts.
So that's it. And so I can get these forms filled out all day long by people, okay? In the niches that I go in. But I was having trouble converting them, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing now, okay? Yeah. I didn't put the phone in, so. Okay, from there, they think they're getting 3 free customers. They're not. Duct tape works wonders. Good script for the VO. Okay. For the voiceover. Yeah. Okay. Here is, I've made, I think, 14 of these so far for 14 different niches. And I've thought long and hard about the questions that I have here. And I really think if a customer is serious about building their business, they should take 10 minutes to fill this out and submit it to you. Okay, so here it is. We want the name of their business, how long they've been in business, because startups usually don't have any money, the address, the state you're in, how many new patients per month can your clinic handle. Will this require more staff or equipment? Is everyone in your clinic on board for this increase in business? Who answers the phone for new patients? Describe your perfect new patient and the average amount of a sale. How will your life change if your monthly new patient amount doubles? When are you able to start this campaign? Can you invest time and money to double your practice? If we accept you as a client, can you make the decision, or are there partners involved? What types of marketing are you using? Are they giving you a good return on investment? Anything else we should know before we review your application and make a decision? We'll contact you by phone if we feel that we can work together, so forth and so on. So if they'll fill this out, you can just about, close 7 or 8 out of 10 because they're serious. And I'm not going to go into the rebuttals of all these or how I answer the questions they ask, but that's a whole nother, webinar just on itself. And I'm going to do that because I have specific answers, specific rebuttals for all the answers that they have. I've been through this before. So, and especially in the medical industry, I was in that. I was a chiropractor, so I manage medical clinics. I know how they think and act. But it's really the same for all business owners. They need to be serious about building their business. They have to have some type of a budget, and they have to be involved in it. How do you get them to the page to sign up for 3 new patients? I use email marketing to get them to the page, and it works very well. I guess I haven't shown the email that I use, but I think they need to answer these questions. If they don't, they're not serious. Just move on to the next one. So then this is going to be a form. There's going to be a submit button, and the submit button will go back to you, and then you'll follow up with them to do a consultation and go over the questions and close them. And if they don't fill it out, you don't hear back from them, just keep prospecting. Okay? Free Viagra, great. So there it is. And I think you need to do this for every single niche. How do I get patients there? I scrape emails from, a whole bunch of different scrapers in the niche. I pull the ones with emails out. I send them an email to that page, and if they're interested, they fill the form out, and then I take them through this sales funnel. I use an autoresponder that allows me to upload scraped emails. I've never had a complaint, and it works great. Problem was I wasn't closing as many of them because when you tell them you're going to give them 3 free leads, you get every tire kicker out there. So this eliminates the ones that are startups and don't have any money. They know you're serious, and you start asking questions if they have a budget. So any outbound telemarketing like Helton stuff. I haven't done. I've done telemarketing for years and years. Back in the days when I was a chiropractor, I'm not bragging about how much money I made, but I made a lot of money, as in the 7-figure type, from telemarketing. But my sales back then, because there was insurance, were large, in the tens of thousands of dollars. So I don't know about telemarketing now. I don't need to do it now because my email marketing seems to be working, and I get enough leads from it. The problem is filtering out the leads to get to the ones that can spend $700 to $1,000 a month. I know how to talk about all this stuff, and I could close them, but you got to, you probably have to get 10 forms filled out to get like 1 or 2 that can pay you $1,000 a month, but it's worth it. And then you just keep cranking out more leads. You just scrape more leads, more and more and more and more, and then you get the system going, and then you just keep doing it until you get that hot one, and then you're set. So that's the only way to do it, and that's how the big companies do it. I mean, they just sit there all day, answer people that call in or fill forms out, and just send them out contracts and stuff like I showed you, and they never know. Yeah, they never know who's going to sign up or not, and they don't really care. They just they just know that they're going to get a couple every week, and that's what they get, and that's exactly what we should do, because we know a lot more than they do. They just have a machine, you know. They just have a machine that works, and so that's what we need, whatever it is. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's, you know, email marketing or telemarketing. I don't care what it is. How many times you have to follow up with a prospect? It can be just a couple to 10 times, because the money's in the prospecting. You know, the money is in the prospecting and the follow-up. If you remember that statement, it's in the prospecting and the follow-up. That's where the money is. Not only in our business, every business. It's always in the follow-up. So the more you can talk confident, like you're, you know, big, you're a bigger company, and so forth and so on. You know, I know it's all bullshit, but that's what we're up against. So I'm just trying to give you guys to think outside the box and close more deals. And I've got a couple other tools here I'm going to show you that I use, but so far this is working out good. As far as Craigslist goes, I love Craigslist. I mean, I've heard a lot of good things on certain niches that you can get leads. And leads aren't that good. The leads aren't that good, but again, it's a numbers game. So, you know, I'm looking at Craigslist. I know some people that do nothing but Craigslist. So where can we get these tools? Well, I've got 14 of these for 14 niches. The videos, I'm only going to make 2 different videos. I'm going to make one that just says for clients, and then the other one says patients. That's it. It's a, you know, it's a really simple video. And then, of course, the emails I use are in Lead Outcome. It's a real simple tool also. It's not quite together yet. When I get it all together, I mean, I don't have it all together. See, this here should be a form. It should not be, this is a Word document. So this should be a form, so that there's a submit button down here, so they can type it right in the form and hit submit. You'll get a lot more of them sent to you. I mean, I can do that in Lead Outcome, but there are plugins out there that you can make a form and hit submit, and it goes right to your email box. So that's, I know, so it's not quite ready yet. Probably another week to have everything done, but I'm going to show you some stuff that is done. So it's good stuff. It's really good stuff, and I hate to say it, but that Madwire Media, they have a good scam going on. They got a good program. I know some other guys who are not big companies, but they sell the same way they do. They throw everything against the wall like they're going to be working 20 hours a day, and the clients bite for it. So how come you're selling it already if it's not ready? Well, I'm not going to, I'm just kind of showing it to you guys, these forms and everything. Yeah, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it when it's ready. Believe me. I'm different than most gurus that give webinars. I just don't go on and sell everything. I I test it myself and use it, and that's what I like to do. I just sell no wine before it's time. Absolutely. Okay. Now let's look at. Oop, I didn't want to do that. Oop, not that one. That's another one I did it on. This is a limousine niche that I work in also, and I have the same video here, and just a different form here about limousine clients, but it goes to the same page. And here is not going to do that one. Here's that one web graphics.com. Countdown timer is awesome, my friends. And that's what I am going to allow you guys to buy tonight at a huge discount. Now, these were okay. Now, I usually don't get too much excited about products or things, but I am about this. And not only for us in internet marketing, but I think the real value is going to be in bigger companies that sell a widget online. Okay? No, Dale, you haven't done anything to offend me. I have senior moments occasionally, Dale. Please forgive me. I have been trying to get products and ideas together to help you guys, and this is one. Now, it's based on scarcity. Okay, yeah, way better than Time Relay. Now, I know what Time Relay is, and Ben Atkins sells it for $197. Okay, I would never buy it for $197, but that being said, this is this code here for this timer was made by a guy, I don't know how many years ago, but all he made was this right here. He just made the timer, and he sold 2,000 or 3,000 of these, and he did nothing else with it. Then someone else came along and said, well, maybe we can write some code so that as the time goes down, the price will go up. We'll even increase scarcity. So I have this set really slow, so for over an hour, it only goes up like 1 cent, I don't know, every minute or something like that. It doesn't go up very fast. But you can, so I've been working on this for months. Well, I haven't, my developer has. So then that was great, I bought this off a lady on the Warrior Forum, and she sold it just like this, and I don't know how many she sold. I don't know if any of you guys ever bought it. But anyway, I thought it was pretty cool, so I bought it. And then I bought the PLR rights, and so, which meant I could do anything to it, resell it, recode it. So that's exactly what I did. And so I added the PayPal integration. I don't have it integrated with JVZoo or anybody else, but you can see the price here is 1501 and it's going up real slow. But as the price goes up, your PayPal button checkout is integrated with the new price. So if you buy it, if you look at that and you buy it, it's 1501. Okay? And if it was 1510, it'd be 1510. If it went up to $16, it'd be $16. Pretty cool. So, you know, it took us a couple months to figure that out, to integrate it with PayPal. I said, well, that's pretty cool. I like it. But what if you're doing a 12-hour sale, 24-hour sale, and you've got the plugin does not show up correctly on your sample sites in Internet Explorer 10. Yeah, are you using IE 10 right now? Internet Explorer 10, yes, 10. Wow, yes, we've not tested on IE 10. You are so right. I will tell my coders that at the very moment, as we speak right now, someplace in another country, they are adding security to this, okay? So I am trusting you guys to not rip off the code but is junky. Yeah. Yeah, we got to test it on the 3 browsers. You know, Internet Explorer. We haven't done 10 or 11. Firefox. Chrome, of course, works the best. Chrome is fantastic. But so we got it integrated with PayPal. And then I said, but what if you have 1,000 people? What if you have 1,000 people coming and look into your site every day? You don't want them to, if the price jumps up to $20, you don't want that. So every time somebody hits the page, I'm going to refresh the page. It goes back to the original price you set. Okay? If you set this at 10 minutes, every time somebody comes to your page, it's going to go back to the time you set in the settings. So it could be 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and it goes back to the original price. So if somebody hits the page, they like what they see, they buy it, they check out. The next person that comes on, they're going to start exactly at the time you set. I have this set at an hour, but it could be 10 minutes. You could set it at 5 minutes. I think so. I haven't checked with the FTC, Tim. And so it reloops, goes back to the price, and then the price slowly goes up or goes up fast. So that's how it works. And in e-commerce, I think, is where it's at. I mean, you know, there are companies out there that their whole industry is nothing but selling products online. And if they can improve their sales 10 or 15%, that's big. That's big. So that's what it is. It's a scarcity plugin. And we're in the process of testing it and adding security to it right now. We're adding license and security. So if a big company, where's the scarcity? If it reloads after resetting, where's the scarcity value? Well, I'm doing this for new people that hit the page. If you leave the page and don't buy and you come back a half hour later, you're going to see it, you know, hit again. But I'm assuming that if you look at a product, you see the scarcity and you don't buy, you're just not coming back. So I'm doing it for new people that hit the page. You know, you run a special, you drive 1,000 people to your site. Yet, does it cookie you? Yeah. It's not based on IP though. As far as my developer says it doesn't. Chocolate chip. But maybe a cookie session would work to remember past visitors. Yeah, you're right. You're right. If some buys and comes back, they could be upset. Maybe a cookie sessions would work. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to ask. I'm having internet cutting in. Yeah, it'll be available. I'll send it out tomorrow. So I think it's cool, and I can't sell it right now, but because I don't have any security in it, you know, there's a lot of JavaScript available, and I don't want people ripping me off. So it's supposed to be done by tomorrow. But I'm going to make you guys an offer tonight that you can get it, and because I think it's a moneymaker, and I think that if you know how to sell it, you can sell it to a big company that sells e-commerce online. Can you trust us? You can trust us, right? Yeah, I'm testing it on some of my e-commerce sites now and testing sales. But it's based on, you know, people want a deal. They can't stand it not getting a deal. It's just human nature. You know, that's all it is. So it just went up another cent. You could have it go up fast or slow. I'm checking all different times. I'm going to make this. I'm going to set the code, and when you buy it, when it's done, I'll have it set at like a 5-minute, a 10-minute, you know, 15-minute, 30-minute, hour, 12-hour, 24-hour. So you don't. Yeah, like an alarm clock. So you won't have to change the code. I mean, it's not that hard to go in and change the code, but you know, I don't want people having to do that. So I'm just going to sell it and set the code at different times. So when you buy it, you can just, if you want to do a short scarcity for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you can. If you want a whole day one, you can just set it for a whole day. So it's working pretty good. And the other thing I have is a Facebook ID scraper. It's really crude, and but I just had a guy made it because he said he could make it. There's a lot of ID scrapers out there, Facebook scrapers, but I have one of those too. So that's what's going on with me, and you guys can, where is this page? Oh, there it is. So, being the entrepreneur that I am, I decided to use my new tool, selling lots of leads. Yes, I am. I want you guys to have this plugin, and because I want you to make some money, and once it gets branded out there, people are going to start buying it, and I want you guys to be able to sell it. So I kind of did a special thing tonight that I went through a lot of my software, WSO courses that I've accumulated, and here's what I've come up with. As soon as the security is done and I can give you a license key, you can have this timer and use it whatever you want on, and sell it. Facebook ID scraper, and then I threw in a bunch of other stuff for you guys that I handpicked that I like, that have helped me, and it might help you guys. Doctor's Vector Pack. These are all courses. Yeah, they're not real old, but all about lead gen, local lead, fast cash, just, a bunch of good stuff. And home improvement lead gen, construction lead gen. I like this one. Cure your WSO addiction. Did you ever hear that one before? It's a legitimate course. Cure your WSO addiction. Construction lead gen, best niches, Google News Profit, home improvement lead gen. Really good stuff. And I'm going to put all this. 30-minute web commercials is really awesome for videos. The guy gets really into how to sell videos to an offline company. Really unique ways how to just straight out sell the video to a business owner. Really cool ways. Just make them and sell them. For only 97, easy payments of 97, yeah. The best verticals. What do you mean by that, best verticals, Brian? What you mark it in? Man. I mean, it really depends on which vertical you can relate to the business owners the best in. I like the medical verticals, but I like the emergency medical ones. The urgent care, emergency dentist, emergency vet, emergency doctors. And plumbers is a good one. Locksmiths are good, but they don't make a lot of money. Yeah, I do doctors. I know how to talk to them. And roofers. Yeah, I've heard a lot of talk about roofers. Craigslist. You can get leads from Craigslist for roofers. Air conditioning, HVAC, Craigslist. I've never seen any proof of how many of these deals are closing from Craigslist. I mean, I hear people talk about, yeah, I got 80 leads from Craigslist this month, but I never hear how many they're closing and for how much money they're closing for. So I have not got into Craigslist that much. It's going up. But that will probably, pool guys. I've never done pool guys. You got to pick a niche where there's a profit. They make there's nice margins in it. I think that's where the first place you look. And then you look for not much competition. Those are the two things I'd look for. A nice margin, nice profit, and then a niche that 100 people aren't going after every day. Truck driver recruits. Yeah, I mean, that's a real niche that nobody talks about. I think that's where the money is, in niches that just aren't. I mean, my daughter, I told that last week, my daughter works for a company that trains dental technicians and pharmaceutical technicians, and they have schools, schools on the weekends. The owner claims he gets 70% of all his closed deals from Craigslist. All of them from Craigslist. and he gets $3,000 per student to train him. So there you go. I mean, I didn't believe it either when he told me, and he just manually posts them. He doesn't even do anything fancy or anything. So there are a lot of people on Craigslist. You just got to find the niche that works for them. What about an email series for the responder? I haven't done that yet, but I really should. That's the last thing I should do, is get the autoresponder series set up for these niches. Real estate works on Craigslist. Great. What kind of ads you use? Do you use any predictive value to leave a message? I've done that once. I've done a voice blast for towing, and I did get about 8 or 10 responses back. I blasted out maybe 3,000 voice broadcasts, and I got some good responses back from the towing customers. I did predictive dialers years ago, but I haven't recently. I've not done it recently. Autoglass. That's an interesting one. Never thought about autoglass, but it makes sense. Silver platter upgrade, the only way to get the keyword list for the 12. The silver platter upgrade, the only way to get the keyword list for the 12 niches. Yeah. Yeah, the silver platter niches are 450 cities, and then all the keywords, and then it's filtered from the best city to the worst city to, basically it's based on competition, where the cost is low, the searches are high, and you make the most money. And I should probably do another 12 niche with the Craigslist niches, but I haven't tested them yet. I don't even know if there's 12 niches that work in Craigslist, but septic contractors, so wow. That is, yeah. Does the silver platter include your new theme? Yeah, the theme is updated now. You just have to make sure you have the latest updated WordPress install, or else you might get an error. Leads are piling up for septic. Brian, are you sure you're not a stand-up comedian instead of an internet marketer? Yeah, it includes the new theme, and then this new video, client getting video, the pages, the audit, and then the emails are going to be another add-on to it. The link, man, the link. Link for what? The only thing I got right now is this right here. Let me put that in the copy. Let me put in the plane, boss, the plane. Questions? There it is. OneWebGraphics.com. And that's the page to get all this stuff here. There's enough stuff here to keep you busy for about 2 weeks. It's all lead gen stuff, real good stuff. It includes the timer, when the timer's done, which should be like tomorrow, so that I can give you a license number, just so you don't give it to all your friends. What is the island again? My Freedom Island. My Freedom Island, a license to sell. Yeah. Well, personally, once all this thing is done and secure, I'm going to go after some pretty big e-commerce companies and try to sell them about 20 or 30 licenses for a bunch of money myself. And you guys are more than, you can do it too. I'll probably pay 50% on it, but I'm gonna price this up pretty good. I'm gonna price this at I don't know, probably at least 100 and if Ben Adkins is trying to get 197 or 97, I should be able to get at least, I don't know, 147 or something, but who knows? If it increases sales, it's worth it. And questions. My Freedom Island. Yeah, that's it. I haven't done anything with that. But when I do, you guys are going to be amazed. It's going to have so much in there. You see all this stuff over here on this? I've got probably 800 more of these. And yeah, Code Canyon. Yeah, I've checked. My developer worked, he uses Code Canyon quite a bit. WSO Chunky. No, I didn't buy all these. Let's put it that way. And I've got lots of software and stuff, and I'm thinking about putting everything in a giant site and just charging a really low membership. Do you guys see this? Cure your WSO addiction. I haven't read it yet. What do you think of that? You think there's a market for that? Do you have any info on the real estate theme with plugin? No, I don't have anything. That's, that was, what is the price for the countdown package? When will it be for sale? Well, actually, I'm selling it tonight, but you can't get it for a couple days yet. If you buy this package right here in the next hour and 45 minutes for that price, you get the countdown, the Facebook scraper, and you get all this other stuff here. Okay? I'm in a very, very charitable mood. My guys are making license keys right now as we speak, and they claim they're going to be done tomorrow. Assuming the license keys work, then I would just send you guys the plugin and a license key. Okay? Free Jimmy steak. Tell people to unplug their internet, not see any emails. Dale? Hey, Dale, why don't you start a website called WSOaddicts.com. It's available. The domain is available. The real estate plugin, it wasn't my plugin. I was using it, and I decided not to build my own real estate plugin like iHome Finder had, Eric. It was too much work, and it was, and they got like $39 a month to use their plugin. I thought it was too much, so I'm not using it anymore. Boomtown is kicking it. Yeah, I know. There's just so many other niches to go in, and I just, real it's good now, but who knows a year from now. Got it. I understand. Yeah, I know how to get leads for realtors. I have my own way of doing it. It's a two-form process. If anybody wants to know, hit me up for it. I just use a regular WordPress blog, and then I have um, I have a form they fill out first, and then they fill a second form out. Then they go to an MLS search, so it works okay. Morticians are dying to get in. Brian, I would like the realtor lead info. Okay, Paul, shoot me an email tomorrow. It's nothing special. It's just I use pay-per-click to get leads, and I have it's a two-form system, and it worked for me. So I'll tell you how to do it. How do we contact you? Okay. I used this system. Let me write it in here. There we go. I just put my email in there. I used that system about 4 years ago or 5 years ago for a group of realtors, and I got them a bunch of leads, but I didn't have a follow-up system at the time. But now I do with Lead Outcome. So realtor lead stuff, very interested, got ideas for rentals. Yeah, real estate is doing great in our town too, in Charleston. It's really kicking butt. So, and I actually, I know a company, if you remind me, I know a really good company that can get emails for realtors, like all the emails for a city, and they're not very expensive too. They're in Charlotte. I think it's I can't remember the URL, but the update and the emails are good. You can buy just the city, and that's the best place to get emails. And it took me back to the 020. Well, your email, their info as well. I'm not sure what you mean, Paul. Ken, what did you buy? You purchased the plugin in your advanced 020. Which one? Which advanced 020? The emails guys you mentioned, Charlotte. Yeah. It was a lead gen package 37. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was the theme. Lead gen for funeral attractions. Brian, you've got a lot of ideas. Are you sure you're not a stand-up comedian? I mean, Oh, okay. It didn't. So you didn't get the product, right, Ken? Okay. And it's 37. What day was that, Ken? You remember? Just now. Okay. I will see what you got, and then I'll either just email you back with the product or give you the URL first thing in the morning. Okay. Yeah, the real estate guy, it's real estate agents. Let me see. I think this might be it. That might be it. I knew there were dashes in between. Try that. Okay, Ken, I'll look at, yeah, that could be it. Realestateagents.com with dashes in between. If not, type that in to Google, do a Google search, and it should come up near the top. Make sure you ask them before you buy the list when last time they updated their list. I think they only do it once a year. Ah, okay. Okay, Ken. Is there a... Yeah, I mean, I guess I should just, just put my real estate lead gen thing in a, I mean, it's real basic. I mean, I can probably just put it in a, probably a 10-page Word doc, how to do it, because since I'm not using any, paid for plugins or anything, you just got to know how to get leads for them, which, yeah, or retargeting. I'm looking into retargeting. I'm probably going to try that. What's RTB ads? Real-time bidding. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. Well, maybe I'll put together my real estate thing in another week or two. It's not that fantastic or anything, but you do have to know pay-per-click, and but take 3 weeks and make it fantastic. Yeah, that's right. good margin. Yeah. Thanks, got to go. Guys, I think I got to go too. Denise Parker, why does PayPal redirect me? Because I got the wrong redirect on it. That's why. Okay, looks like people want to know real estate. Where you're hiding the replays. Okay, I know. I have a few. I have a few. I need to put on all the membership sites. And now that this crazy plugin is done and working, I'm going to have more time. So more time for you guys. So I appreciate you guys. And it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. Because I plan on making a lot more money. And when I find something that works, I'm going to tell you. Okay? And remember, I'm going to leave you one last thing from Monty Hall. You guys have heard of him, right? Oh, no, Monty Python. Monty Python, okay, from England. Yeah. Oh, no, Anise, you can do it now. You can just hit the buy button, and then I'm going to put all these products into a link and send that to you tomorrow, okay? I'm going to leave everybody with this one thought. If you want to, Monty Python, Google this. Look on the bright side of life from Monty Python. It's a song. You will laugh harder than you've ever laughed. And if you ever get down, listen to this song. Look on the bright side of life by Monty Python. It is a hoot. I guarantee it. Okay? Thanks. Good night, everyone. Jesus. Stop recording. There we go.